Pisces, so it's me, Alexis. Finally, I'm up to your video. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a new moon horoscope and tarot reading. If you are a Pisces if you are a Pisces sun or rising, this video will apply to you. Oh my god, my brain's starting to turn to mush. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this started. So to explain what's astrologically going on, it is a new moon. It's happening on August 30th, so mark your calendars. And the sun and moon are going to be conjunct because that's what marks a new moon. And then Mars will be conjunct the sun and moon whenever this new moon is happening. So with Mars into the picture, this shows a lot more drive, a lot more passion, a lot of energy, and maybe some more conflict, but also some more productivity. This new moon to me represents productivity, but not like toxic productivity. To confirm with you guys, or to give you guys a caveat, like Virgo is the sign of adaptability, and toxic productivity is not that. So yeah, just kind of want to let that out there. On top of that, the sun and moon and Mars are going to be trine to the transiting Uranus and Taurus, and with that trine, it's going to give all of us a really great opportunity for us to really ground whatever area of life is ruled by Taurus. So yeah, Pisces, for you, Virgo is going to be ruling your 7th house, and then Taurus is going to be ruling your 3rd house. So the 7th house is the house of relationships. When I think of the 7th house, I think of one-on-one encounters, specifically when it comes to relationships. So think of like the people that you associate with, and think of the people you talk on an individual basis. That is something to think about when it comes to this new moon. And then with Taurus ruling the 3rd house, the 3rd house is kind of like your mind and how you communicate, especially how your mindset and your way of thinking was formulated from your early childhood, specifically your childhood, outside of your house. So like things like your people, like your siblings, your classmates and your neighbors are really covered in the 3rd house. Your immediate way of thinking is, and how you communicate is covered by the 3rd house. So with all this going on, what the heck does it mean? With Virgo, with the new moon happening in Virgo, for you, Pisces, this is your perfect time to really get your relationships set straight. If you've been having any ambiguous relationships, if you've been having any relationships where it seems kind of ambiguous to the point where you don't really know if you can utilize your relationships into your everyday life, this is the time for you to get things really clear. Pisces, you are someone who really, embraces ambiguity and stuff like that, but sometimes there are some things in life that need to be clear, and good Lord, we need clear relationships, because if you don't have clear relationships, it could really mess us up. So Pisces, this is your chance to be critical of the people that you love. This is your time to be honest. This is your time to really kind of, distance yourself from certain people and be like, hey, I really now clearly know what I want, and I know what kind of relationships I want, and I want relationships where they're practical, they're organized, and they're clear, not ambiguous, so that I can have a better functioning life. And it is in your best interest to, Pisces, because if you bring this clarity to your relationships, if you bring this clarity to, how you interact with others, with Taurus ruling your 3rd house, this is going to do wonders for how you think. And it will stabilize the way you think and the way you kind of interact with some of these people in your life. And, speaking of people, I did say that, Virgo is ruling your 7th house. And because of that, all of your one-on-one encounters are going to be, covered in this house. But, since the 3rd house also rules siblings and classmates and your neighbors, those type of people could be the people in the spotlight when it comes to you in this new moon event. So, you have any siblings, pay a lot of attention to them. If your neighbors are significant in your life, pay attention to those too. And same with your classmates. So, those type of people are really going to be important for you. So, yeah, so by adding some clarity and by really knowing what you want out of your relationships in a way that is practical and organized, you can reach some clarity about your relationships, and then thus, with that clarity, you can transfer that clarity into your 3rd house, and you can really get to really stabilize some of these relationships with your siblings, classmates, and your neighbors, but also really, stabilize, how you think, and, thinking in such a way where it's positive and it can remain and stay positive, because Taurus is all about steadiness and consistency. So yeah, Pisces, that is the astrological part of your new moon horoscope. Let's go ahead and get into the tarot reading. Let me flip over the cards. Ah! Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay, sorry. Oh, good Lord. Okay. Pisces, come on. Oh, okay. Okay, you know what? I'm being a little too hasty about looking at these two cards first. Maybe the last one will be great. Okay, yeah, it's okay. Pisces! Pisces, 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 come on. You're so much better than this. So, a lot of these cards are about your 7th house, the relationship house. First of all, you're giving too much. Who the hell is getting all your goodies and then taking advantage of you? Who the heck is this person? Like, who are you giving too much of yourself to? Like, come on. Like, Pisces, come on. I know you are so loving. I know you are so compassionate. I know that you're so kind, but God damn it, Pisces, some people just take that for granted. They eat that shit up, and they'll eat you up, and not in a good way. Pisces, some of your relationships are toxic. They're not helpful. You're giving way too much, not surprisingly, and you already know what I'm going to say. You gotta let it go. Actually, yeah, honestly, you may be partly agreeing with me because you got the two of coins. There's something you're debating about. Maybe you're debating like, oh, should I stay with this person or should I not stay with this person? Or, oh, is this person good or is this person not good? And you've been fiddling with this question for a while. You kind of don't know the answer. You're kind of like, I don't know what to choose. And yeah, you don't. But, okay, before I get too mean to you, there is a way out. There's always a way to be positive. There's always a way to improve the state of affairs. And there's a way. Justice. Okay, I'm a Libra. What do you think I'm going to say to you, Pisces? If you want to know what the hell you want to do with your relationships, you have to be fair to yourself. Not just to yourself, but to the other person. You may be thinking, like with this card, like honestly, be fair. Be just. It's justice. Make things balanced. Okay, with all seriousness, Pisces, if you can't have a balanced relationship, not only are you not balancing the other person, you are not balancing yourself. You may be thinking that you're doing this other person a favor by being so kind and so compassionate and, doing all those signature Pisces things, but you're not really helping anybody. Don't trick yourself into thinking that you are doing the most good in the relationship. If you're sabotaging yourself, if the other person in this relationship really cares about you and they see you sabotaging yourself to care for them, they're not going to be happy. And it's going to hurt them too. So in the end of it, everybody's hurt. So stop tricking yourself and thinking that you're doing well. Stop thinking that like, oh, because I'm so compassionate and so kind, I'm doing good for this other person even though I'm hurting myself. No, you're not helping anybody by doing that. You are definitely not helping yourself. And if you really want to get some help, you need to be fair. You need to be objective, look at the situation, make sure the situation is clear and not ambiguous, and say, hey, this is not fair. We need to be fair. We need to reach a compromise, and ultimately, both parties need to benefit. And sometimes, you know, the way to benefit from a relationship is to let it go. Sometimes you gotta let go what is broken. You gotta let go something, you gotta let go whatever is not working for you. And that's not just a favor to you, that's gonna be a favor for the other person. So, Pisces, first of all, get the facts. Once you get the facts, be fair to yourself. And once you are fair to yourself and you have all the facts straightened out, you will have a pretty, you know, clear perspective. And from here, I trust that you are smart enough, able enough, you know, compassionate enough, and kind enough to do what is best for you and for the other person. Because I have a feeling that what I'm talking about in this reading is a relationship. So, yeah, Pisces, best of luck to you during this new moon. Best of luck to you and for anyone in your life right now, because what you and other people need right now in your life is fairness and justice. And Pisces, it's your time to do it. Don't wait for someone else to do it. It is your time to do it. So, yeah, Pisces, I hope you enjoyed, well, at least tolerated the reading. I hope it resonates, and yeah, you guys have a good full moon. New moon. My bad.